Okay, so these are my favorite books I've read recently. It's really been a lesson about how much I've come to enjoy novellas. I used to be really anti-novella because it just seemed too short of a time to develop characters and make a really rich, fulfilling story. But turns out it's not if you do it well. Anyway, end of soapbox. I also read a bunch of full-length books as well, of course, so let's get started. Number 8, we have a lovely little short story, Alpha and Omega by Patricia Briggs. This is paranormal romance. This is really the prologue to the series, and if you skip it like I originally did and read the first book first, it's really confusing. Don't do it. Start with this book, but actually start with this book after you've read some of Patricia Briggs' Mercy Thompson series, else it won't make any sense. Anyways, this short story was almost perfect. Again, this is a spin-off of the Mercy Thompson series, which has werewolves and vampires and other paranormal type things. And this series follows one of the minor characters from Mercy Thompson and a new type of wolf, one that exists outside of the normal pack structure called the Omega. Next, at number 7, is a nonfiction book, Going Clear by Lawrence Wright, which is the book the HBO documentary is based on. It's a fascinating story, one I've been watching since the St. Petersburg Times did their first expose, really not that long ago. If you need a new nonfiction book, I recommend this one. Alright, back to my novella love affair. We have at number 6, Devil's Gate, which is 4.6 of Elder Races by Thea Harrison. This is another paranormal series. This book is about a Medusa, snakes for hair, and also a vampire, and the Medusa has to go rescue her niece from what's essentially a modern-day paranormal gold rush. I really like Medusas. Of the paranormal creature world, I think they're one of my favorites. It's just logistically interesting how you manage all those snakes. Anyway, I love this one. I recommend. At number 5, we're still in the Elder Races universe with Hunter's Season, which is Elder Races 4.7 by Thea Harrison. I gotta say the short stories in this series are surpassing the full-length novels for me. They're just tight and really adorable. Ignore this cover. I just don't know. It's just not good. But if you can't tell by the ears, this one is about elves. It's about an assassin, royal guard, and the chancellor for the Dark Fae. What I love about this series is that they mix up the paranormal species often, and in doing so, even the style of the book seems to kind of change. It's almost like reading an entirely different series every book. Switching gears, at number 4, we have Saga Volume 2 by Brian K. Vaughan. I really liked the first one, thought it was beautiful and intriguing, but I fell in love with this second one. The addition of more family and the plot was just wonderful. Love, 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 and it's just so pretty. At number 3, we have The Girl Who Played with Fire by Stieg Larsson. I love The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo when I read it a couple years back, but I put off picking up this book, I don't know, for some reason. I guess I was nervous that lightning couldn't strike twice or something. And when I picked this one up for the first half, I was kind of like, this is pretty slow. But in typical Stieg Larsson fashion, it drew me in, and by the end, I was pretty much hooked. Lisbeth Salander, love her. At number 2, we have Howl's Moving Castle, which is this amazing YA book from the 80s about a girl cursed to look very old and a wizard with wait for it, a moving castle. Surprise, surprise. It's a little bit of a slow slog for the first few chapters until Sophie makes it to the castle, and then it's just magical and adorable and fun and deeper than I usually expect from kids' books from the 80s. We read this for book club, and it was definitely the best thing we've read for book club in quite a while. And finally, at number 1, we have Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. Stephanie Perkins, I don't know, she knows how to get to me. Just get to me right there. I love how she writes characters and their interactions. This is the classic Boy Next Door story, but just done so well with such great characterization, and you'll have Lola and Cricket imprinted on your brain indelibly. If you like YA contemporary, I highly recommend this. It's some of the best. Okay, so what were your favorite books you read in the past few months?